on YouTube. What's going on with my Patreons, my hooligan friends? How we all doing? I'm on my journey of kind of all my reveals and all my secrets from the DC trip that we just got back from. So we just listened to which one did we just listen to? I got my list here. I got my whole list here. I got the whole set list planned out and how we're doing this. Versace on the floor. Yeah. So that was my third. That was my third most surprised. Like I walked into that. Versace on the floor is like one of my favorites. You know, like I've reacted to it. I've seen all the lives, I'm sure. Like fantastic. And the live at the show, like it still stunned me, right? And so I've got two left. I've got my number one, which is gonna come out shortly. I'm waiting to hear from Kevin because I'm hoping that Kevin can be here for it. But this is my number two, man, and this one blew me away. Like, and I'm a big fan of this song. Let me pull this up. Excuse me. I'm apparently having all kinds of issues. It's one of those days. And I've definitely seen this performance. I'm not too sure if I've reacted to it or not. I think we did the 24 karat one on Patreon. We are trying to figure out what was tracks, what wasn't tracks. I don't know. I can't remember. I can't keep them all straight. You do so many videos, man, and they all, I don't want to say they all become the same, but the titles sure definitely come all the same. But anyway, so this Chunky was definitely. I was anticipating the shit out of this song. I dig this song. I love it. I think it's a groove. But like watching it live, hearing it with my own ears, it definitely was like, holy shit, this is wild. Like this is just, I don't even know like what the words are like for it. It was unreal. And I learned a little bit from Chris Rabel, the sound guy. He just had an article put out about mixing Silk Sonic for their residency, and I'm gonna do a breakdown of that as well. So I've got some kind of thoughts on this. So I'm looking forward to this. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. You can check me out on Patreon as well. What else? I think that's it. Let's go. I shared this, right? Yeah, okay, sweet. Let's do this. Like, even just this intro. Eric is such a talented drummer, man. And like there were things that I thought were tracks originally, and then after watching this man work, man, oh my god, like he's a hard working drummer. But anyways, I'm gonna stop pausing it for a second. So like what's nuts, man, what is nuts is like that live, like that low note that Jamario's playing live. I do not know how they recreated it. I mean, it's so intelligible and so clear, and like you could hear everything he was saying, but it wasn't taking over the whole PA, because it's like some of the issues that people run into is you hear it in drum kits where like the drums sound good, so they get mixed really high, and then when the drummer's spazzing, it compresses the whole mix, because it's just like each speaker is just maxed, right? And it's like I was anticipating that from how much bass and how much low end was coming out of this, man, and nothing was lost. Like listen to how low this and rich and just clear you can hear the funk, man. Come on. It's so low. And it's like it's a low note. It's like I'm not trying to say that like the low note is what was like extreme about it. It's just like how clear and aggressive that low note still sounded, because it's like it's tough, man. It's tough sonically to get that stuff to recreate and reproduce, especially off like an instrument live, right? Like in the studio, there's lots you can do where you can double it up, triple it up. You can add all kinds of room noises and sounds and all this stuff. And I think from what I gathered, they have 3 bass lines or bass tracks. So it's Jamario's bass doubled over a couple times, and then one of them is like compressed really, really, really hard with something called a distressor, which I'll talk about in another video. Another one I think has like a little distortion to it. And then I don't know what the secret is to make it sound like this, but my goodness, come on. She gotta shake a little something, shake a little something. Ooh, throw that thing from left, right, side to side. She gotta have her own money. Oh yeah. Shout out to the girls that pay rent on time. I think it's Bruno and Phil in this. I think it might be Cam. At the concert I just saw, it was Bruno and Cam. Man, they sounded so good. They sounded like they were brothers. They sounded locked in, man. It was so cool to see. Oh, it is Cam in this. Cool. I'll shut up now. What I think super impressive is like Bruno never looks like he's trying. Like he always looks casual. Like I would even, and being fortunate enough to have seen Silk Sonic, I would say that he worked harder at Silk Sonic if I was just guessing by how he like performed and how like the show went and everything. But like watching him do this, man, live and seeing him here, it's unreal. He's the master of like his mixed voice or like his mixed register. It's just unbelievable. And like I don't think he sings very loud. I think he's very much in control and he's very comfortable. He's very casual. Like it's wild to see, man. Like my goodness, this man. Look at him. Vocals. Perfect. Perfect. I'm going to take a second and shout out all these models, man. All this stuff, like it's a certain level of vulnerability that I do not possess. Shout out to them, man. They're killing this. See, like, I've been searching everywhere and now here you are. Like, it's all in my, like, it's in my head voice, my mix, but he's just so casual, so comfortable, and it still sounds so rich. It's wild, man. It's just wild. All night long. Keys. Shout out to, I think like they were calling him Judge, I think. Like I thought that was a track. I for sure thought that was a track. Just for the simple reason that like it may as well be, you know what I mean? No. He played the shit out of that, man. He played the shit out of that. And I even think on the first night, in the first break, I think he went to play it and then he stopped because everyone kind of like laughed and like looked at each other. And then he fucking killed it, man. He killed that like whatever that riff is, getting me hype, man. I want to hear it again. It got like nuts, man. And like my mentor, shout out to Rob Warburton. Anyway, it's a whole nother story. I don't want to get distracted. He told me that keyboards never feedback, man. You can gun keyboards. And Chris, man, shout out to Chris, the sound guy at this, because he was gunning those keyboards and they definitely were not feeding back. Come on. Keys. Unreal. See, and like Eric's toms and like the whole maple kit, I think it's a maple blend, but like it's so bright and punchy. The toms don't last forever, but they cut all the time. So like that fill there, we're gonna go back through it. It stands out so presently. It's so nice and like in the funk, you know? Come on. Toms. Listen to that low note too, man. Like it's so intelligible. It's nuts, man. Come on, Bruno. Look at him. Look at his, like, there's no strain in his neck, his jaw, nothing. Look at this. Look at this. Bruno's an animal, man. That ride. Shout out these models, man. Like, when are you gonna get the opportunity to dance on stage with Bruno Mars? You know what I mean? Okay, so Jamario just like caught the horns and did like the same walk the horns did, and I think he was playing with some of the musicians in the night. He would like catch like a synth part and like play it back like on top of the synth player, and they would just burst out laughing, man. The same as I do when I just like get overwhelmed by this band. It was so good to see. It was so good to see that other people find Jamario just as foolish as I do. Listen to the horns and Jamario. That part, but like it's like he didn't have to, but he does, and it's fantastic. Man, Eric's going nuts. This is what I'm talking about. Like, he's got that double like upbeat like on the swing on the bell of the ride, but then he's got closed hi-hats and open hi-hats, and he's going back and forward. Like, man, it's just like I wish I would sit and watch videos of just Eric playing drums all day long. He, my friend Asia said he's probably been playing drums longer than Bruno's been alive. Like, listen to this. Unreal, man. Look at the smile too. He wears a fur coat very well, very well. I thought that was a great performance. B, I thought seeing it both nights back to back, it was just stunning, man. It was just one of those songs. It was like this is just like top tier performing. Like, I don't know what it was. Like, there's something about the like compressing that bass as hard as they did, or like something. It was just magical, man. And like I wouldn't even be surprised if I found out that there was like some sort of keyboard walking along with the bass to make that low note sound so rich. Because like I just cannot get over how intelligible and how just like just how tough that low note sounded, man. It was so satisfying to hear. But anyway, I appreciate y'all watching this. I appreciate everyone continuing on the journey with me. See everyone again soon.